Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gen Dookeshi here with a game of League of Legends for your viewing pleasure, and by you, I mean the judges for the IPL casting contest. Hi, how you doing? I will be casting this game for you today of Monomaniac versus Dignitas, a game that, through research, I find is conveniently not casted, so good on you for choosing that one. Unfortunately, this game is, due to that nature, only available through a League replay, and I can only see Monomaniac's side of the story, so that will make casting a little difficult, and of course they're off without me already. How interesting. So yes, due to the nature of that particular replay system, we will only see half of them, and indeed the life bars will not update necessarily unless Olaf here is looking at them, Mr. Nintendudex. We have him doing the jungling for our team here, Zion Spartan. Janna already placing a ward here just to make sure that nothing happens while they invade. He tries to go after Ryze here, but he escapes quite handily. No one else was into position to jump on him, so they're going to be just fine. I suspect Dignitas has backed off, afraid of their entire team being here. A nice Q into the bush to make sure no one's there, and they're just fine. They're going to be taking their red first, as you can see. Somehow they spotted Soraka, and I'm not quite sure how. I didn't see her anywhere on the map. They ping for Clairvoyance here. They see Dr. Mundo. Looks like he's going to be starting blue. They are well aware that Monomaniac's entire team is over here, so why not? Although, they could just as well attempt to take the red. Mundo is much better off with red to start with, as he has no mana. Oh, Ryze popping up for a moment there, but he's gone again. Make up your mind, sir. Soraka walking right on top of that ward there. Not placing anything, it would seem. Oh, there's a ward. So they both have full vision of this area here. Might come into play later. 3 seconds, and they'll be taking this red buff here. Kog'Maw and Janna making sure that nothing's going down in this area of the game. And looks like Scar is just going to go back to mid lane. Olaf taking the red buff. The numbers, as you might notice, are a little weird because of all this, due to the League replay functions. Vladimir top versus Lee Sin. Oh, Mundo was just spotted over here near the red buff, and that might cost him. I think, yes, the entire team is heading in his direction. They're going to catch him while he's trying to get the red. He's going to smite it, get away, or get it, but I don't think he's going to get away. Olaf is coming around the side, and there is no way he is escaping that. A nice Q hits him to slow him down, and he is out of there. Well done on Monomaniac's part. The rest of Dignitas wants to help, but there's nothing they can do about that. And let's see who got that. Janna got both double buffs. Well done. And she got the kill. So not necessarily the best person to get the kill, but it is Janna, so with the blue buff she can harass all day. And she can keep casting shields on this Kog'Maw here, so he can get more damage and more shields. She can try to anyway. If she misses them, that's her own problem. Or their own problem, rather. Either way, Olaf heading back around to his own blue buff. Looks like he needs it at this point. Morgana pushing the lane, as Morganas tend to do. She has quite a bit of minion killing power, so she might end up just ganking lanes at some point here. CV to see that nothing's happening here. Oh, there's the Mundo. Nicely spotted on their part. Not too much going on up here, just Lee Sin and Vladimir doing what they do. Same with things here. Same old, same old. Now, as for items at this point, we can see that Vladimir took cloth armor and pots, which is rather unusual for him. It's not his usual repartees. It's not something that builds anything usually, but I imagine he's quite scared of Lee Sin, who can beat him quite handily in a variety of ways. And Olaf is coming around to try and gank him. Nice pool to get out of most of that damage, and he's back safely under the tower. Olaf just gonna run off back around. And in fact, he's looping back around to try it again. Let's see how this fares. Q actually hits this time. I don't think they're going to dive, though. Nope. Hit from the tower, miss for the Q, and they're just going to leave him be. Going to start trying to go back. Looks like Morgana's going to come up, though. See if she can join in the fun here. Let's see how that turns out. And a cute dodge! Dodge with the pool. Very nicely done, sir. No point in sticking around for Morgana. She's just going to run back to mid. Make sure he doesn't push too far out. Lee Sin being quite the bully regardless, though, pushing the lane all the way in. Letting the minions do some damage on the tower. I guess go back now to get himself some more items. He's out of pots. And in bottom lane here, like I say, Janna's buffs are done. At least as far as the replay is concerned. I assume they are by now. 5.5 minutes in. And she's going to go back now, likely to buy a Philosopher's Stone. Calmly here, standard boots pots. Ashe the same. Soraka with a very similar set, but in fact has a vision ward here. No actual items of her own. Very interesting. I guess they were particularly worried about counter warding. For safety's sake. CV somewhere here? Perhaps? No, I guess it's on cooldown. Nobody knows. Olaf coming around, looks like to try and gank here. Soraka's well aware of him, though. A Q does hit her. She heals, though, and is she gonna get... No! She does not get away. Nicely done on Olaf's part. Are they gonna try and go for Dragon now? I think so. A nice CV to make sure no one's coming from their blue. A ward to make sure there's, well, no one there in the near future. I guess they're not gonna go for Dragon, then. Mr. Nintendo Dex, where are you heading now? Just to get some wraiths, I take it? Yes, sir. No ganks yet. Morgana doesn't really need it at this point. Rise looks like he's going to build for a Catalyst Protector. Mundo letting himself be seen here. Not exactly the best idea. Now everyone knows where he is and where he's going. In fact, it's fairly obvious now he's going to go for blue to give it to Rise at some point. Going to try for wolves and then... And now they're just going to try and take him out there. Nice catch! Oh my! Instant death. There's nothing Rise can do about that. And with their jungler gone and his smite out of the way, they're just going to try and take Dragon here. Gotta be careful of Rise. They aren't entirely sure where he is, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Nintendo Dex taking a good bit of damage here. Not healing quite as much as he should like. I think he might have to back off here just in case. Bottom lane's missing too. They might be having some trouble here. Yeah, he has to back off at the last second. Let Morgana do the tanking. Nice shield from Janna. Get some more damage in. Ward from the enemy team. Bit too late, I'm afraid. Morgana gonna sit there just in case. Not want to walking back out into them. Lee Sin behind Vladimir here for some reason. Just gonna harass each other back and forth. Nice ultimate. I don't know if he's doing enough damage. I can't tell. Come on, Nintendo Dex. Look at him. Thank you. Okay, they're about even. Trading ultimates off. No big deal. They can just heal each other back and forth. The league replays. Interesting, he's bought 2 null magic mantles. Nice defense against Mr. Vladimir here. Likely building into some kind of Hex Drinker later or something. We shall see. We shall see. Hex Drinker, perhaps, and, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Boots, boots, boots. Can I see the shop, I wonder? I can see the shop. How silly of me. Can't believe I forgot the word. Merc Treads, that's right. Oh, how silly. Morgana looks like she's going to try and come up and gank Vladimir here. He's backing off, I suspect, because he's got a ward somewhere in the area. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, she's just going to back right back off. Mundo has been spotted, stealing his wraiths. He gets away. No, oh, he takes the blue wraith with a nice little cleaver. Now, me personally, I'd say I'm rooting for Monomaniac here, as they won the skin war, as you can plainly see. Let's see, bottom lane, they went back to buy some stuff. So Dignitas is taking the opportunity to just push the lane out a little bit. Oh, spotted Mundo with a clairvoyance. He's got his red already, so anything they're going to do? Nope. Oh, maybe they're going to try and come around to catch him out here, see if he's going to try and gank or anything. Not entirely sure. Ward there. Nicely done. It's coming around a spot for them. Anything? Can't spot Vladimir. Vladimir's off, I guess, to buy stuff while Mundo takes over the lane. They're going to dive him. A nice exhaust from Mundo, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep them from killing him. He's out. Ooh, nice Ash Arrow. Almost kills him. Nintendo Dex. Oh, nice shield from Lee Sin. Keeps them both alive, just barely. Luckily for them, minions were still within tower range, so none of them died from that. Very nicely done on everyone's part there. Well, except for Mundo who died, but you get the idea. Nice Ash Arrow, nice shields, they survive, well done. I mean, Monomaniac having a very commanding lead at this point, 4-0. I can't see gold comparisons, but if I had to guess and assume most of these are even, we are looking at an easy 1.5k lead on their part. Tower's doing fine over here. Vladimir's back. What does he have? Let me see. Vladimir has his Hextech Revolver, so any spells he's casting, he's going to be healing back, and Lee Sin and him will just be trading off forever now. Looks like we're going to be pushing bottom lane here. Nope, never mind. Going to back off. Back off just a little bit. While we're talking about bottom lane here, let's compare creep score, because that's quite important with the AD carries here. We got an 81 for Kog'Maw, and 76 for Ashe, so he's leading by just a bit. And, the supports are tied. Who's surprised? No one. No one has a lead. Who cares? But Soraka still does not have any gold per 10 items, whereas Janna has her Philosopher's Stone. Which means, in the long run, she will be ahead by a considerable bit. Probably, well, considerable for a support. Maybe a ward ahead, as it were. Olaf trying to sneak around in the bushes here, see if he can get himself a lane gank here. I'm gonna spotting Rise. Gonna try and get his blue buff? No? Okay, guess not. Olaf just sitting around in the bushes, wasting his time. Oh, minions have pushed, so he can push far enough ahead. I think perhaps these guys are well aware of it, though. They are staying fairly far back. Anything gonna happen here? No? Yes? Cucumber? Oh. Hawkshot makes sure they know where Olaf is, and they're just fine. They did try to stay a bit aggressive there, so... oh well, no big deal. Mundo has been spotted once again, going around to his Wraith camp. Likely going for... well, red's not up yet now, is it? Well, as far as league replays is concerned anyway. Olaf and Morgana are not going to bother with him at this... oh, I speak lies. Morgana's going to try and come around, see if she can catch Mundo out of place. Or perhaps just try and gank Vladimir, my mistake. We shall see how that goes. And she missed. No big deal. Zun in this name. Olaf jungling. That's what he do. Soraka has been spotted, but Dragon is gone, so what the heck. She's gonna try and gank mid. Eh? And my music stopped for a moment. CV on blue to see that Rise. Looks like he's gonna go around and try and take it. Everyone else is collapsing in to try and help him. Morgana is a bit close. Ward to see what's going on. So they know they see it. What's she gonna do? Oh, very nice. Dark Bonding. Steal the blue buff. Well done, Paradoxical. Commanding steal from them. Are they instead going to try for Dragon now? They are well aware that Monomaniac is around. At least Morgana. But bottom lane is missing, and everyone else at this point. Looks like we're going to have our first full team fight here if we can. Dignitas staying back for the most part, poking in, taking shots where they can. John is going in, knock up on Ashe, follow up with a Q from Lee Sin, and he's down. Well done, 5-0 now. Olaf has helped with every single one. He's doing particularly well. MVP of the game so far. Looks like he wants to dive Soraka as soon as they can. He's going to come around. Can he land that axe? No, misses. Nice dodge on her part. Some heals from her, and looks like she's going to stay alive. Mundo coming in to try and help. Everyone's perfectly safe so far. They should probably back out, though. This is particularly far behind the enemy lines. And they're just going to take this tower. Why not? They have plenty of minions here, and all the damage to do it with. They have a 5-0 lead already, and another tower is going to be a nice, almost 1,000 gold bonus. Unless, of course, they don't take it. Either way. An award in their enemy tri-bush. How nice, just in case. Stop doing that, League replays. Oh, and finally a note on Wind Dragons coming up. Good to know. In the meantime, water. Delicious water. Good for casting, good for the voice. Vladimir is missing. Lee Sin just going to push the lane out, and then, I suppose, go back to base. It was correct about the Hex Drinker. Let's see what else he buys. I am curious. In the meantime, we can... Oh, I was going to go around the map. Yep. Hex Drinker Merc Treads. I am correct. I feel special now. Should help him considerably against incoming damage from Vladimir, but a Will of the Ancients will be equally useful for him. No damage taken from either side, and Mundo wards the bush there. As far as I can tell from League replays. Just going to wander around, keep this lane safe. Olaf going to try and come in around to gank him. Mundo knows he's coming. I guess he'll just go into the jungle? No. No, he's going to come around. Can he land a Q? Slow him down? It's interesting how they both have a Q that does that. No, they're just going to try and take mid tower. Go for it. Nice Dark Binding from Morgana. Keeps him from coming in closer. And a nice exchange there from both of them. Lee Sin passing through walls. Thank you, League Replay, for that. Olaf coming around, it looks like. Might try and gank Rise? No? Where are you going, sir? Yeah, they're going to go for Rise under the tower. Flash from Rise. And I don't think it's enough for him to get away from him. Nice Q from Lee Sin. Knocks him back towards the enemy team. Ignite from him is going to take Rise down. I don't think he's getting away, though. Mundo gets the first team for Dignitas, and Morgana's not going to get away from that either. Double kill for Mundo. Nicely done, putting them back on the board finally. They'll take that exchange any day. So Mundo can finally start building himself some damage. Well, some health. It's Mundo. He doesn't need damage. It's what he do. It's Mundo. Mundo. Vladimir chasing Olaf back to the tower. Not really going to do anything about it, though. He does have 3 levels on him, but Olaf has all the gold. Considerably more gold from kills. Well, actually, let's compare. 64 to Vladimir's 142 farm. I take that back. I take that back quite a lot. In fact, Vladimir is beating Lee Sin by a good 33 farm at this point. So he's winning top lane in that respect. Let's look at bottom lane again. 140 to Ash's 132. 8, fairly close still. And, yep, stop going back. Let's compare Morgana to Rise. Almost exact. 142 to 139. Very close. Janna is beating Soraka. Oh my. That 30 gold is going to be so relevant. Yes, indeed. Soraka finally has boots. Good, she bought a thing. Good for her. I wonder if she's going to show up. Can I see if she's bought anything yet? She just popped up. She finally got a Fairy Charm and a Heart of Gold. Bottom tower down and a CV to see that they're still there. They might go after them. Instead, I think they're just going to take blue buff. Get away with that. Give it to Morgana. Very good with those Dark Bindings she has today. Except when Vladimir pulls out of them. Someone's coming up the lane to try and gank Lee Sin, I guess. Didn't see who it was, my fault. Or rather, League Replay's fault. We'll go with that. I prefer blaming the system. Still got that armor there. He can eventually sell it if he needs to, but it's useful regardless. 2 towers now for Monomaniac in their favor. Almost 2,000 gold for them. They are considerably far ahead, by comparison. Granted, excuse me for a moment there. Ooh, Ash Arrow off him. Ooh, wow. Spell Shield from Morgana keeps them from hitting her with that arrow. Very nicely done, and they got Ash instead. She took a lot of damage, but that shield was very nice. Well timed, sir. Perfectly timed. And I guess it did almost exactly as much damage as the shield had. Well done. Scar's watching, and they just took Dragon, so they're perfectly fine. I'm just gonna back off here, I think. No? Gonna dive on Rise. Try and deal some damage to him. Missed. Oh, now Dragon's back up. My mistake! My mistake. Dignitas does want to contest this. Can they steal it? I'm not entirely sure. I saw plus 25 gold for Olaf there, but I didn't see any gold for anyone else at that point. So I'm going to assume that Dignitas stole it, so that does help them a little bit trying to get back into the game. Good chunk of gold for them. A little more than a tower, as I recall. 190 each. Yeah. Something to that effect. You'll have to forgive me for this, by the way. I'm kind of a bit behind on the casting. I haven't done this in a couple months. But fortunately, the spectator system is out now, so I can try this on the regular. It'll be quite awesome. Lee Sin gonna try and come around for Vladimir here. We saw Mundo over here, though, so maybe he's not gonna do much. Just gonna try and get some minions. No big deal for them. Everyone else is gonna try and come up in that general direction, though. Morgana gonna refresh her blue buff. She's getting all the blue buffs on this field today. Mundo spotted stealing his red, and the... nope, never mind. I thought Olaf was recalling for a moment there. Might have to readjust the camera again. Yep, there we go. There's the recall. Just some bullying going on top, no big deal. Scar keeping the lane alive. Looks like they're going to try and come around on Vladimir here. And all those extra wards that Soraka's been buying won't do her much good with that Oracles that Janna has there. And he dodges the knockup, but I don't think he's going to get away from this one. All from Morgana keeping him in place, Lee Sin coming around, and he is dead. Scar going to try and come in and take out Janna. Nice ult to keep them away. Ash Arrow doesn't do much damage as Morgana gives out another nice shield. Another Dark Binding keeps Mundo from chasing too far. Olaf comes in around from the side. And Soraka's not getting away from this one. And is anyone else? That's the question. Knock up from them, and Mundo goes down to Kog'Maw. Ash flashes over the wall. Lee Sin follows up with his Q, but he goes down. Too much damage from them. Dark Binding just barely misses Ash. Mostly well done on their part. That's a nice 3-for-1 trade. I'll take it, sir. They're now leading 10-3 in the kills. And Olaf has most of them. 2 for Janna, 2 for Kog'Maw, 2 for Morgana. 6 assists. They have a lot of assists here. Well done on their part. And I missed that one. My fault. I apologize. But with him down, they can now take Baron very easily. The rest of their team is too far back as they just got back up into the game. And they have enough wards to see if they're coming at all. When you're ahead, get more ahead, and Baron is just that. So with that, they now take a much more commanding lead than they already had, and I'm using that word a lot today. What can I say? Everyone's just going to go back at this point, buy some more gear, make themselves more awesome. Triple Dorans on that Kog'Maw, and on that Ashe. Although he's leading considerably in the items, I would say. Infinity Edge already. She's only at that point. Well, we haven't seen her a little bit, so maybe she has it by now. We will see when she gets back up. Bit of farming going on now with the Baron. Although that's just pushing lanes at this point. Gonna take red buff for Kog'Maw. Right? Yeah, Kog'Maw got it. Good, good, very good. Has Ashe shown back up yet? No. There she is. No, still not Ashe. There she is. Show me the Ashe. Yep, Infinity Edge. Still behind Azeel. Which is a considerable amount of gold worth. But we shall see. So the real question here is, Mundo, why you feed? Such a bad. Yeah, no, Dignitas, they're all better than me. By a considerable amount. They're all going to try and push mid now, without Lee Sin, but Lee Sin's coming around the side to see if he can do something about it. Nice dark binding on Soraka there, keeps her in place for a moment. Lee Sin's a bit out of position at this point. Zion, can you get away? Yes. Good job. Heal back up on those wraiths there. The entire enemy team is missing now. Oh, don't take tower hits. Bad for your health. She's going to sit here, wait to dark binding people. Missed. She's been doing fairly well, but whatever. Gotta miss one eventually. Tower down now. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 towers now to 0. And 11 kills to 3. They are snowballing out of control at this point. I'm not sure I can see Dignitas coming back at this point. Monomaniac has to make some serious mistakes for them to lose at this point. I believe they're going to try and take another tower here now. Although the entire team has shown back up. Ah, they don't care. They're just going to take a tower. Forget it! Now, will they take another? That is the question. Some poking and prodding going back and forth. Everyone mostly at full health, it looks like. Granted, I can't quite trust League replays on this, so we'll just have to see. Looks like most of them have abandoned, or 2 of them at least. So that tower is going to go down, mostly, probably. We'll see. Dark binding on Skara. Skara flashes out just in time to keep from getting knocked up. A dodge. A nice shield. Everyone's shielding that Lee Sin to keep him alive. Well done. Everyone out. Back out. That tower's down. Good job. It's 3 towers so far with that Baron buff. I'd say they're using it fairly well. Dark binding and pool on that Ashe through the wall. Can he kill her through the wall? Oh my god, yes! Those Soraka heals are not enough. Killing people through walls. Man, are you from the Matrix, sir? With Ashe down. Are they going to take another inhibitor? I think so. Not another inhibitor, their first inhibitor. And they do. Sorry, more water there. What can I say? Hope it wasn't too loud. Traveling as a 5-man. Gonna go take a dragon. Bit glitchy here. How odd. All I'm doing is locking onto Olaf. Oh, whatever. I guess I'll just try not to lock on then. I'll instead do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that they have dragon, everyone run away! Go buy stuff. See, Frozen Mallet, Negatron Cloak. I didn't see, probably the Shirelli is there. Nothing for Kog'Maw. Oh, Phantom Dancer for Kog'Maw. And I didn't see. Oh, Kindle Gem. Regardless, spend all the monies, get all the things. Baron buff is finally down, and I'd say they spent it particularly well. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 3 towers and an inhibitor. I'd say they got quite a lot out of that. Still no towers down for Dignitas. By Dignitas, rather. Lee Sin pushing top lane. Everyone just sitting around and farming in general. No reason to push while they don't have a particularly large advantage. Well, I mean, they will push, but they aren't hitting towers yet. Besides, they have bottom lane pushing by itself. Looks like they're going to try and come around here, see if they can start a team fight there. Took out a ward there. Thank you, Oracles. So with Janna having oracles now, Soraka's not buying items at the start of the game doesn't look particularly useful. Free tower for Monomaniac.
Destroyed a turret.
Gonna posture here for a little while. Back and forth, kill minions. See if anyone can get caught out of position. Zion Spartan getting caught a little while, but a nice shield keeps him from taking too much damage. Spell immunity for the win. Poke and prod. Anyone gonna do anything about it? Boy might get caught out here. Zion Spartan diving in on that Ashe. A nice Q. Keep getting her down the last little bit of health. Heal from Janna, keeping everyone alive a bit more. Ooh. That Mundo, even though as much health regen as he has, is getting a bit low there. No, I'm sorry, Paradoxical. You can't pull that off twice. Dropping a ward there, not entirely sure why, just to taunt them out a little bit, perhaps. Or perhaps because they have a ton of wards. Minions take down a ward while no one's looking. Mundo, no, it's Rise going down. Although Mundo might follow suit very shortly. They're just going to take their second inhibitor here, probably. Nope, they're leaving. Running away. No reason to fight. They're all kind of low, rather. Janna flashing just to make sure she gets away. Is that Ashe ever going to hit anyone? No! Nicely dodged, everyone. Everyone gets away perfectly safe. Now, if I do recall, Baron might be up shortly, but I don't think that's what they're going for quite yet. Everyone's just going to recall. Purchase more things. Quicksilver Sash, because Olaf needs more disabled escaping, sure.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I don't see too much otherwise that I didn't see before. Vampiric Scepter, Kog'Maw's going for a Bloodthirster, no surprises. He is an AD carry. Yes, everyone pumping themselves up on elixirs. Monomaniac is now the shiniest team in existence. Baron is back up, I was correct there. And Dignitas is well aware of it. Perhaps if they can win this team fight here at Baron, with the help of Baron, they might be able to keep them, or actually get back into the game. Monomaniac is well aware of this chance, though, and I don't think they're going to try and go for it while Dignitas is still up. Just kill the ward, Janna. Kill the ward. It's the most important thing you can do. No, really. Probably is. So with Monomaniac appearing to have backed off, I guess they're just going to try and go for Baron. They know the enemy team sees them. Janna gonna go around, see if she can maybe stop that Mundo from coming in. And they grab it uncontested. Really, guys? I think, actually, I didn't see it, but I heard the noise. I'm fairly certain Mundo tried to use his cleaver to steal it, as that would be safer for his health than flashing in and using Smite. Still, he failed. Monomaniac now has Baron, and they're gonna take another inhibitor. This one still hasn't healed all the way back. I think they're going to take it now. 3 inhibitors down for Monomaniac. Or for Dignitas, rather. Monomaniac taking them down. And with the full team up, I don't think they care. Knock up on Boy. Oh, but they're going to focus Mundo instead. Janna ult keeping everyone healed up nicely. Boy far out of position. Going to get crushed. And I missed Morgana dying. My apologies. Mundo really low. Nice kick from Lee Sin gets him down. Soraka following suit. Everyone following suit. They're going to finish this game with an ace. Yes, they will. Oh no, 2 people down. We're just going to win the game now. GG, guys. And that's the game, really. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I've been Gen, and you've been watching League of Legends. Please tell me how I did in the comments. I'm sure I messed up quite a bit. With any luck, I will be casting more games in the future. I will particularly be casting with spectator mode now, as that will be a thing that I can do. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks again for watching. Bye.